This is the Horse Radio Network.
This is episode 1203 of Horse Tip Daily, your almost everyday morsel of helpful hints, useful facts, and practical techniques for horse folks. Brought to you today by horselovers.com. Greetings, horse people. Coach Jen here, and thanks for tuning in to Horse Tip Daily. Today's tip features Karen, Chaton, and Glenn with some handy life hacks for keeping warm in the saddle and at the barn. And we'll get right to our tip after this important message from horselovers.com. Horselovers.com is your one-spot stop on the web for your holiday and winter show season shopping needs. Feeling spontaneous? Check out horselovers.com's flash sales for fantastic deals on popular items for horse, rider, or barn. In a quandary over what to get for your horse-loving friends? Horselovers.com has holiday shopping guides sure to inspire. Or do you just need to get away and recharge? Well, horselovers.com has that covered too. Go to horselovers.com/sweeps and enter to win an all-expense-paid vacation to Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida, including a behind-the-scenes tour of Tri-Circle D Ranch, a Fort Wilderness trail ride, and so much more. Go to horselovers.com/sweeps today. That's horselovers, HORSELOVERZ.com/sweeps.
Now we're going to go from a health tip from Karen to our monthly endurance tip that we do here every month. And, of course, we're going to talk about riding in bad weather, which you're going to get to practice tomorrow. Now, tomorrow you're going to need to strap yourself to the saddle because of the wind.
I know. Well, it sounds like it, yes. Definitely. This next few days that we have coming up are probably going to be really gnarly. But, yes, I've had a lot of experience riding in all kinds of inclement weather over the years. So I just thought I'd throw out a few tips for people because really there's never any bad day to ride. If you don't have the right gear, then you can be really uncomfortable. But if you've got the right gear, you can almost always have fun riding no matter what the conditions are. You just got to, kind of keep a positive outlook and be prepared. And
all
so
right.
Later we're going to talk to Kristen at the Distance Depot in a little bit, and she's going to tell us about these really awesome -10-degree gloves and some winter riding tights, which block the wind and are great to ride in. So the first tip is to use layers, just like with almost any outdoor kind of activities. If you use layers, then it's a lot easier to add or remove them as you go, depending on how the conditions change. And if you've ridden in Nevada, they can change rapidly. I'm sure a lot of places are like that, not just here. Check out products and gear from other sports like skiing, especially cross-country skiing, because they've developed a lot of things that are in the high-tech material kind of stuff that's meant to breathe while insulating and keeping you warm at the same time. If you get a waterproof jacket, try to find one that's got a big hood that's large enough to fit over your helmet, assuming you ride with a helmet, because that's a little bit easier than if you put the hood of your jacket on and then the helmet over it. Then it's a lot more work if you want to put it on and take it off. If you have a hood on the jacket that's big enough, you can just pull it up over your helmet and keep on riding if it starts raining, and then when it stops, just pull the hood off. If you go to the dollar store, go ahead.
If you can fit your hood under your helmet is not fitted right.
Right, and then it's really tight, and then that'll give you a headache, and then you really can't hear anything, which may or may not be good. If there's lightning, you may not want to know.
All right.
So, if you go to the dollar store, they have like shower caps and rain caps that you can put on over or under your helmet and just tie them on and use them to keep your head from getting wet. Because a lot of times, once your head and your feet are wet, you're just kind of out of luck. You know, that's when you start to get cold and miserable and uncomfortable. But if you can keep your head dry and warm and your feet warm and dry, then usually you can get through the ride and everything's good. One of my fun tips, which is really easy to do to keep my feet warm and dry if, you know, the weather changes and it starts raining, is I take a 1 gallon baggie, I put it on over my sock, put my boots or shoes on over that, pull down the bottom of my riding tights, and then just put a strip of duct tape around my ankle to seal it all up. And then that keeps my feet warm and dry.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah. And, you know, that's not going to really work if it's 100 degrees and raining, because then you're probably going to feel hot and sweaty. But for most of the time when it's raining, it's usually a little bit cooler, and that works great. I've done rides where it just poured rain on us for hours, and when I finished, I, you know, peel everything off. The last thing on me that's actually still dry is going to be my feet and my socks because of the gallon baggies, and they don't take up so much room that you still usually can't get your foot in and be comfortable. So that works really good. There's also instant heat packs, hand warmers that you can get, and they make them for your hands or your feet, so you can put them in underneath your boots and also in your gloves, and that helps a lot, too, to keep you warm. So
I think I'm going to need to find some 2-gallon baggies for my feet, though, being size 12. I don't know that 1-gallon baggies are going to fit.
There you go.
Look around for some 2-gallon baggies.
Well, you just get it, you know, yes, get it on as much as you can. And yeah, they should probably fit. But, yeah, a guy with a really large foot might have to stretch it a bit.
Well, those are some great tips for riding, you know, and they come from experience. A lot of riding outside, so in all kinds of weather. And
improvising, yes, making do with what you have in order to be comfortable.
Well, we are going to
in the world.
Well, there you have it. You can find links to today's guests as well as lots more tips at horsetipdaily.com. Make sure to have all of your favorite Horse Radio Network shows with you wherever you go with the free, that's right, free, Horse Radio Network app for iPhone or Android. Just go to your app store and search Horse Radio Network, and you can also subscribe via iTunes. This podcast was made possible through the generous support of horselovers.com. This is Coach Jen, and I'll be back again soon with another tip. So until then, go ride your horse. The Horse Radio Network and the Horse Radio Network hosts are not responsible for statements of guests or their opinions. Use your own judgment when listening to the tips provided by the experts on Horse Tip Daily.